You know, I think back, like when I first started surfing, I remember like the first couple times I caught a wave, and it was sensory overload. It's like the last month has been pretty average for waves. We've had a lot of rain, and just the water's been dirty, and I haven't surfed. And then I surfed just a couple days ago, and it reminded me of how good it feels to go in the ocean, how cleansing it is and refreshing, and you know, not just physically but mentally. Just going out there and kind of hitting reset.
It's just such an incredible feeling, so powerful, it's so immense, it's so vast, it's completely uncontrollable, and I think it's a nice paradox to find peace in that.
It gives purpose to life.
Yeah, the one thing that really pulls my life together and helps me sort things out.
There's a little bit of chaos, and I think humans in general enjoy a little bit of chaos. Your mind doesn't have the ability to go somewhere else.
It's like one of the few things that helps me be like present. I'm just right here responding to what's in front of me.
I don't have my cell phone. You can't get a hold of me. I don't even know what time it is. It's like one of the few places left that you can really disconnect.
I consider surfing one of the highest forms of meditation, really.
It is really probably one of the most like welcoming and unique sports. Everybody's kind of in the same space, everybody. From somebody who's like the best surfer in the world is gonna be sitting shoulder to shoulder with me.
Yeah, you come down here, it's like there's all different walks of life. People walking their dogs, people walking down the beach, people just come down to the beach, man. I come down here every day just to feel it and see it, touch it.
You're gonna make the sacrifices so that you can be outdoors, you can be outside, you can be in nature, and that you can be where we're probably all meant to be more than we are. Hi, I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm the person who had that dream when they were a kid that I was gonna live at the beach. I had $600, I had a car, and I drove myself and chased my dream here to California, and eventually wound up working for Hobie.
Oh my God, I gotta think about that. It just seems like an awesome surf shop to work at, especially the legacy of Hobie Alter. Hobie first founded the shops in 1950, and before that he was just kind of like any other young kid. He was just fascinated by building things using his hands. And he kind of found that outlet through surfing, surfboard shaping, and everything. It just kind of evolved into this global phenomena of just making things for people to have fun.
Well, most of the stuff that I do is like it's taken from ideas from like the 60s and 70s. You know, Hobie is such an old brand. And so we try and bring that heritage to now, contemporary. I look at it as it's an art that I enjoy. It's a craft.
Yeah, this is really cool. It has this super cool story and this incredible backstory and this unbelievable history. But throughout that whole time from 1950 on, it's always been for everyone. Hobie, back in the day, he would make a board for you, for what you could do in the water.
We're ready. This is it. Here we go. My dad, Don Hansen, came from South Dakota, hitchhiked out to Coronado, fell in love, started surfing, dropped out of college, and followed his dream.
Been shaping for 45 years. Started shaping in my garage in Del Mar. And it's really fun just trying to shape boards for different people, different wave situations. It's just great to see smiles on their faces and knowing, even though I'm toiling away in the shape room getting dusty and dirty, they're out there and enjoying the ocean. It is very gratifying.
I feel like the kids now ride everything. They ride longboards, they ride fish, they ride asymmetric boards. I mean, you name it, they're riding it and like stoked to do it. They just love being in the water.
Well, every year there's over 20,000 beach advisories issued in the United States. And what that means is that's our government telling us, don't go swimming at the beach or you'll probably get sick. That's a huge problem, right? That's something that we need to fix.
I think we're doing very badly. The EPA is pretty much non-existent anymore, and it's really concerning.
I mean, this is my favorite beach, and for me personally, it makes me so mad when I see cigarette butts or just pieces of trash, like little tiny pieces of plastic I'm always just picking out.
We don't get a lot of rain out here, and whenever we do get rain, there's a lot of runoff, and the runoff, because of our poor sewer systems, goes right into the ocean. And that is a huge problem because not only do you have all that pollution in the water, but we can't surf for 3 days. I'm not a touchy-feely Greenpeace, can't we get along? I want practical solutions. I'm more conservatively minded, but it's like, this does matter.
There is plastic everywhere in the ocean, from the most remote parts of the Arctic to the deepest parts of the ocean. Pollution is penetrating everywhere. Well, personally, I'm a surfer, so I've always been attracted to the ocean and the beach. And whenever you go surfing, you get water everywhere. You get water in your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, and whatever pollution is in the ocean, that becomes a part of you. Surfers really are the canaries in the coal mine, and so it's not just an environmental issue, it's a public health issue as well.
Well, it's part of our planet, it's Mother Earth. Like, this is what we, breathe. This is our air, this is our water, this is everything. It's all here. This is what's cleansing everything. This is what's making it all circulate. And to disrespect that is just disrespecting yourself and disrespecting everybody around you.
Ocean ecosystems, I think, we know that they're extremely sensitive. I think about those species, if they're lost, are gone forever. It's just extremely selfish.
I mean, for one, we're going to lose our beaches, right? I mean, that's part of climate change, seeing sea level rise and coastal erosion, but it affects our jobs, it affects our coastal communities. Obviously, the water's not going to be safe to surf or swim. So you think about all those activities, the 100 million Americans that like to recreate on the coast, those opportunities will disappear.
Once it's gone, once it's polluted beyond being able to be cleaned up, that's it. It's over. Game over. You don't want to be the person who's telling your grandkids, oh, I used to go out there in the water. We used to go in that. You don't want to be part of the generation that's telling people like, oh, it used to be, what it used to be. It should always be what it is and how much we made it better.
I first started working with Surfrider Foundation when I was in high school. I just think there's a lot of positivity around taking care of the oceans and the beaches, and it's something that provides a lot of happiness for a lot of people.
Well, Surfrider was founded 35 years ago by a group of surfers in Malibu. We are dedicated to protection and enjoyment of ocean waves and beaches, and we're volunteer-based. So that's really what Surfrider is all about. It's people who use the resource and want to do something positive to protect it.
I mean, we live and breathe that giant blue body of water out there, and it's pretty common sense to just make sure it's clean and taken care of.
I mean, me personally, the ocean's given so much to me over the years. It's given me so many life lessons and taught me so much about just living and patience and fear, and the list of words goes on and on. And so it's like, why wouldn't I want to take care of something that's given me so much?
You know, Surfrider, we're just naturally an optimistic organization. So, you know, I think what we can point to is there is growing awareness about the importance of the ocean and the things that all of us can do to protect it. And so, from my standpoint, we don't have a choice but to be positive and but to be proactive.